What's up, y'all? Guru Talkin Sports Podcast is the name of the game. No shame or blame, just seeking the fame. Not first, but certainly not last, just sports knowledge for the future and the past. It's sports with solid careers, fooling around with this podcast biz. I'm prominent, dominant, cool, and legit. I wear the number 2 because I am the... Check out the guru in the words I speak. The other guru, so check the technique. Just a few lines, I'm good to go. Easy flow, so listen to me, I'm Briscoe. I'm going to ease up off this rap and take a step back. Thank you for checking me out. Now let's get to the episode 153 and I'm out. Hey, all right, y'all. What's going on? It's me, the guru of sports. Episode 153 in the house. And I just want to say I'm here. Pull this down a little bit. Get rid of this Big Daddy Kane beat a little bit. Shout out to my man Big Daddy Kane, and it's going to stop right now. Anyway, I'm so glad to be with you guys today. I know that rap didn't hit it all the way, but hey, I tried. Anyway, I want to say what's up to my main man, Katie Guru is in the house, and my other main man, Dante Guru is in the house. Guys, I want to give you the applause that you earned.
Fly, Eagles, fly!
Oh my goodness, here we go. There we go. What's going on, Dante? How are you?
I'm doing great, Guru. I'm glad to be back, but I'm going to be honest, Guru.
Yes.
You're not going to like me this show.
Oh man, what's up?
Hey man, I'm just going to say 3 words to you.
Oh man, what is it?
I'm just going to say 3 words to you, Guru. How I'm feeling today, and it's fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh my gosh, Dante Guru is on the Eagles bandwagon now. Oh, I mean, not really on the Eagles bandwagon because we know that you're a true diehard Raider fan. So what's up with that?
Hey, Guru. You know, we got a lot to talk about. I know Kaden Guru is ready to gloat. He's ready to tell everyone he told us so. But yeah, I'm on the train. I'm rolling with them. But I am a true Raiders fan. That means I am never in my life picking the Chiefs. Baby.
I hear you, Katie Guru. How do you feel? But the only one on this panel when we had started this podcast for the football season to pick the Philadelphia Eagles to make it to the Super Bowl. How do you feel about it?
Well, I was correct, first of all. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
And Dante picked the Raiders to win the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, no disrespect, but I'm going to just say my sports knowledge is like that.
Oh, man, you trying to be like, oh, man, come on now. All right. Well, you know what? I'm glad that you guys are back. I'm really, really feeling it. And I want to tell you guys, this is episode 153. And I want to go back just another week. I want you guys to know that the interview I had, well, actually not a really interview. The conversation I had with Miss Mary Mack was awesome. I know that you guys, if you haven't listened to it, you got to go back, check out episode 152, and do me a favor, when you can, check out her website. Her website is really good. It's www.marymac.info. And like I said, if you guys need, some, counseling or something, like I said, we all need somebody to lean on once in a while. Definitely check her out. All right, I'm going to mention this at the end of the program as well. But here's what's coming up on the podcast today. A lot of stuff going on this week. I mean, you tell me that my Nets would be in disarray and change from a week ago. Hey, if you predicted that, you were right. The guru didn't see that one coming, really. But then again, I'm glad that the Nets are where they're at right now. LeBron James breaks the all-time scoring record from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he basically now has the lead as the all-time NBA leading scorer. We're going to talk about that as well. We got to go to news and notes, and we got a few things in news and notes. Poo-poo of the week. After what happened this week, I think it's kind of obvious who the poo-poos of the week is. What's pissing you off? I want to find out what's pissing you guys off. I know I got a few things, so we'll definitely touch on that. Police Blotter is a new segment that I got, and like I said, you never know what I'm going to have. Every single week I might have something different. So Police Blotter is brand new, and we're going to talk about that. The second half is going to be all NFL. We're going to talk football. We're actually going to take some phone calls. So, you know what? What I'm going to do is, like I said, I reached out to a couple people, and they said that they would definitely call in and give me their point, their opinion and their thoughts on the Super Bowl. You guys, what do you guys think about, what's going on in sports right now? Give me Dante, start, Caden, finish up.
This has been a very interesting week. I like that the NBA trade deadline is right before the Super Bowl. It kind of gives us stories to talk about. This has been a crazy week for not just basketball, not just football, for sports altogether. Just a lot of news and notes things. Even the random Brett Favre is suing Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp. That was just out of left field. So this has been a crazy week. It just seems like we won't have enough time to talk about every single thing going on.
Exactly.
But it's been really cool. But one thing we probably won't be able to talk about, and I want to mention it here early, is that Derek Carr went on a trip to New Orleans and spoke with the Saints. So the Raiders will be getting a new quarterback. I'm very excited about that. Very excited about that. And I'll talk more about that when we talk about the Super Bowl, because that's going to tie into that as well.
I also want to talk about...
Very quietly, Derek Carr and the Raiders are coming to their conclusion. We don't know if he's getting traded. We don't know if he's getting released. But at least we know one team is very interested in him, which is the Saints. And we're just going to have to wait and see after the Super Bowl how that transpires. So that was the one thing that kind of stood out. It was very quiet because, the trade deadline and all the other things going on with the Super Bowl was very loud. But that was something that snuck in, was Derek Carr went and talked to the Saints. And so there's a potential for him. But he's going to be gone. But we don't know if it's going to be next week, or they might trade him at the week here. So the conclusion is coming soon, so I'm really excited about that. But we'll talk more about why I'm excited about that when we talk about the Eagles.
All right, cool.
In the Super Bowl altogether.
All right, cool. All right, Caden, I'm sorry. Go ahead and you had a comment.
No, I was just saying, I was agreeing with what Dante said, and how a lot of quarterbacks are going to be moving on the move, and a lot of teams are in interest for a new quarterback, and what Aaron Rodgers was doing about his decision, and he was going 4 days in isolation to to think about what his future decision will be.
He just needs to isolate on. Oh my gosh!
So definitely a lot of movement that's going to be going on in the foreseeable future for the NFL. So definitely a lot to talk about.
Definitely, it's Aaron Rodgers stuff is just dragging on and on and on. All right, well, we already know that Tom Brady retired, and props to him. And he actually did. He's filing his retirement papers. He will be eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2028. All right.
Speaking of Tom Brady, he's got a Fox contract too.
Yeah, well, he's doing that next year. Greg Olsen could be okay for right now. He'll definitely don't have to worry about not getting kicked out of the booth. All right, so first up, let's talk about the Nets. What if excuse me. Okay, I meant to say this at the beginning. Excuse me, Uncle Gary. There's going to be a few curse words in this, and I know that I'm the first one that's going to say, "What the fuck happened on the other night?" Was just stunning. Listen to this, you guys. Caden said he was up. He was up, and he was actually heard this. I was walking out of the door, getting ready to get in my truck, getting ready to leave for Virginia because I had a overnight trip to Virginia. The first words that came out of my mouth was, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" I ain't gonna lie, because I heard it. I was listening to WFAN, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe they traded Kevin Durant." Kevin Durant goes to the Phoenix Suns. He's hurt. He's not going to play in the All-Star game. But we get back Mikal Bridges, some draft picks, and Johnson as well. So you know what? That's a good thing. I'm really, really pissed off because these guys just basically just ruined this team. I mean, the New Jersey Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, I'm sorry. Brooklyn Nets have been very, very, irrelevant for the longest time. We had a chance, we lost it. 78 games between him and Kyrie Irving, and guess what? What does it bring? Nothing.
This is kind of a repeat of the failed era of Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. The Nets have two of the biggest failed experiments, like, for super teams in NBA history.
Well, this one has got to be the biggest. This has got to be the biggest trash job in sports history. I mean, Dante, can you say anything else compares to this?
No, but the thing is, this is kind of like on brand for the Nets. You remember that Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett trade?
Yeah.
Pretty much created the championship team that's in Boston right now with Jaylen Brown and all those guys.
Yeah.
Like, they make these swing for the fence trades, and I understand in the league they're in and in the window they're looking at it, they're doing the best they think is for their team. The problem is they aren't. I don't think they have enough good leadership in that entire building to make things work from the owner down. Because the owner, in his situation with Kyrie, it kind of showed that there was a little bit more headiness than anything. We talked on this podcast about Kyrie and his situation, and I felt like his situation was very justified by his actions. But I feel like the owner kind of just threw him out there, threw him under the bus, and then so it just seems like it just didn't make a lot of sense for him to be there moving forward. But that was months ago, So why was he just traded now? Because what happened? He started playing good, and then it was just like, oh, well, Kyrie's playing well. Let's bring him on back. Even though you have all these issues with Kyrie, you're trying to make those things work. And you can't play wishy-washy. You either have to be all in or all out. And that's the problem there. That's the big problem I have. So when this all went down, it wasn't surprising. It was very surprising that they sent him to the destination he wanted to go to, because I feel like if they had made it known that Kevin Durant was available, I felt like other teams would have gotten involved and they would have gotten a better package. To say that was the best package they could have gotten, I'm not saying that Mikal Bridges is bad, but I'm just saying I think they could have gotten a better player and better compensation for it. So I think that they handled the situation poorly. I think the guys involved, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie, I think they handled it all poorly. I think this was just a poor job from head to toe. And this organization is just doing what it's doing. And the funny thing is, they're still one of the best teams in the East. They can still make the playoffs. And, they're not winning the championship, but they can make the playoffs. And then what do they do next? They're not winning the championship with this team.
I can see them now falling out to about maybe the play-in games. Because you got other teams like the Knicks, and those guys are Cavaliers are playing pretty good. I mean, you got the top tier in the East. Boston, Milwaukee, those teams are solid.
Philadelphia.
Then you got Philadelphia, and then you got Cleveland. And, you got all those other teams, and then like I said, they might just end up in the playoff games. I just hope that they can keep their standing. They're fifth right now, so it's going to be hard. I'm just really pissed off about the whole thing, the way, But you know what? I look at it this way. Okay, I watched the game today. I watched a little bit of the game today. Mikal Bridges didn't play that bad. Dinwiddie, he's back in here, back in the Nets fold, and you just got to rebuild. I mean, basically now, the thing with the superstars, that's over. That's done. I don't think no other teams are going to be like, well, I want to trade it to go to this team, and like you said, he went to Dallas because they said that they wouldn't trade him to the Lakers with LeBron. Dallas made the most sense in that case. Speaking of the Lakers, LeBron broke the all-time scoring record. Yeah, there you go. The guru keeps forgetting a lot of things. But anyway, I know that guy from Alaska is going to probably text me a little later and say, hey, well, you forget a lot. But anyway, I do. So I'm looking at it as, it's a really, really good, a very touching, thing that I witnessed. I basically saw it. I woke up and, I basically had to get on the road. This is weird because, I saw that, and I saw that live when I heard somebody mention that, hey, LeBron's only 2 points away. I went to, NBA Live, and they had it on there, and I saw it, which was kind of cool. Did you see it live?
I didn't see it live, but I saw the highlights of it.
Did you see it live, Dante?
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, it was great. It was great. I thought it was pretty cool. And then they made a big thing about Anthony Davis was sitting down or something like that. That's bull crap. Maybe he had just got out of the game. I don't know. But I think that it's an accomplishment that not too many people can say. LeBron is probably the most decorated player I've ever seen because he can pass the ball too. Remember, he's fifth on the all-time assist list.
Yeah.
And he might break that record too. Now, how many?
He's 5,000 away. I'm pretty sure
5,000 away, but yet still he could move up a little bit more. So how many players can you name that are on the assist list and the scoring list, or the rebound? And can't be on. How many people are on all three? You never know. Only person I can think of is Will Chamberlain. Chamberlain was a great passer and a great rebounder as well. You guys' thoughts on that?
You said it best, man. He's the decorated, man. The most decorated player ever. I don't think it's no question. We don't do the debates anymore. I think the debates are silly, considering what he's doing. No, he's the greatest basketball player ever. Whether or not he's the best basketball player ever, we can debate that. But he's the greatest basketball player ever. He's played the longest. He's done it up at a high level. And I think for a lot of people, one thing I want to say, though, is a lot of people underestimate what he's doing at his age. Because people don't remember when Dirk, in his last few years with Dallas, he couldn't run.
Yeah.
He couldn't run. Dirk was basically walking up the court. He couldn't run. LeBron is not just running, he's dunking. He's playing like he's 28 and he's 38. So appreciate LeBron, that's all I can say. Whether you like him or not, appreciate what he's doing. You're not seeing Tom Brady, yes, he's playing when he was old. Tom Brady is not dunking. Tom Brady is taking a light jog every now and then if he gets pressured. He's not running, dunking, and doing the things, jumping and playing at he's playing at elite level after 40, but what LeBron is doing is actually amazing. So just appreciate it while you can. And, just move past the debates.
A lot of times I've seen a few players. I've seen Jordan in his prime. I remember Wilt at the end of his tender as a player. I remember Dr. J at the end of his tender. I mean,
Kareem at the end.
Kareem, yeah. And, it's the thing about it is that you appreciate, every era. I just seen a couple errors. I appreciate those guys no matter what. Even if they played on the team I didn't really like. I really, really appreciate it. LeBron is probably one of the players that I can say, hey, look, you know what? I've seen him basically, and he's great. He's really great. I tell you what, guys. You guys want to take a little break right quick?
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like for how long he's played at elite level, I feel like it's just you just have to respect him and his legacy. His stats are just way too good, and he's actually had 3 Hall of Fame careers in his 20 seasons, if you think about it. And that's something to really think about. So
yeah, just like Brady, it's like with Brady. I mean, I'm not, I don't hate Brady, but he was great. I mean, the stuff that he did, you can't deny it. And I think that we're living in probably one of the best sports eras of all time. Because we never see another LeBron. We'll never see another Tom Brady. So, that makes a big difference. And, it's just good to be, alive to see this. And, like I said, when you guys, have children one day and I can become a grandpa, you guys can explain to your kids about what Brady and LeBron did. So, all right, guys, I tell you what, we're going to take a little break right here and we're going to be back. But we got more. We're going to go to news and notes and other little stuff on the other side. Definitely, I got to mention something about college basketball, too. All right, guys, you guys hang with us. We'll be right back. This is episode 153 of the Guru Talking Sports podcast, the Super Bowl edition. We'll be right back right after this. All right, guys, welcome back to episode 153 of the Guru Talking Sports podcast, the Super Bowl Extravaganza. All right, okay, news and notes time. All right, Florida International is pretty good. These guys, have you guys watched any of these games?
I have not.
For Florida International, huh?
I haven't had a chance to talk to us about it.
Y'all, Florida International. These, I don't know where these guys come from, but they're pretty good. They, right now, they're actually ranked higher than Kentucky. And I mean, most of these guys, some of these schools, wanted to mention St. Mary's, Fordham is pretty good. College basketball is starting to get heated up, and you know why? Because it's February. They got to get their conferences together. Marquette just took the lead over in the Big East from Xavier, and it's like I'm watching a little bit more college basketball. One other team that I want to mention is my boys, the Georgetown Hoyas. 26 games, and they only won 6. Patrick Ewing might get fired.
Yeah, I think
he's going to get fired.
It's time to take him out back, man.
Oh my gosh, these guys don't even. I mean, they don't even look like they play hard. I mean, what the hell's wrong with the Hoyas?
Yeah, it's sad though because I understand they want to give him a little bit longer leash because he's a legacy guy, but yeah, I think they're going to take him out back, man. It's about that time.
Yeah, and I mean it's just really bad. It's really bad. I just can't understand it. All right, I'll tell you what. What else that you guys can think of news and notes wise? Anything other than anything?
Like I said, I talked about the Derek Carr, the Brett Favre situation. That was the only 2 major things. The Brett Favre thing is funny because I think that they're really going to go to board. I think that they're really going to just be like, they're going to put this all out in the open for him. But his situation is really bad. For him to do what he just did and try to sue people, yeah, it's going to be. Pat McAfee said, "I'll see you in court," so it should be funny.
Whoa!
Definitely tarnishing his legacy on the field.
Yeah,
and it's sad to see because he's one of the legends of the game.
Well, you know what? I should have put him under the police blotter. I mean, but from what I've heard of this whole situation, it's not good. People in Mississippi should have better. Should have better. All right. Well, other news and notes I wanted to mention right quick was that UConn women lost back-to-back games now for the first time in about 30 years. Yes, for the first time in 30 years, the UConn women are on a 2-game losing streak. Can you believe that? 2-game losing streak.
You hear something like that, and it doesn't resonate with you. It doesn't resonate with you immediately. But just to make sure you understand, 30 years ago was 1993.
Yep.
You're telling me they haven't been on a 2-game losing streak since 1993?
I mean, they went like a couple years where they didn't lose a game. I mean, literally won, like 35 games or 37 games or so in a season, including the championship and the playoff and the tournament. They're like they were a dynasty too. They broke the UCLA record of 88 straight wins. They went up to over 100 some odd wins. I can't believe that they actually lost 2 straight games, and that was news to me when I heard it. So, all right. So, other than that, I don't have really too much news and notes left. You guys can think of anything?
Not really.
All right. I'll tell you what. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Poo-Poo of the Week. And the Poo-Poo of the Week is Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. For wrecking my Nets. That's about it. I ain't got nothing else to say. Every time I think about them, they're just like, I just can't think. I just can't believe how bad they, I don't know. That's it. I'm done with them. Anyway. All right. So, other than Poo-Poo of the Week, we got another one called What's Pissing You Off? Anything pissing you off today, Dante?
I'm actually good. I think, the trade deadline was good for the Lakers, so that there wasn't any issues with Rob Pelinka, Darvin Ham I need to sort out. The Derek Carr situation looks like it's going to finalize, so I'm good. Really, there really wasn't anything too crazy that was pissing me off. Honestly, that's a very long time. The Lakers, even though they're losing, they're still entertaining. The games are still close. They're still a good basketball, I don't want to say good. Excuse me. They're still a decent basketball team. So
yeah.
That was pissing me off.
Yeah. Well, I actually picked. I picked the under for them to win under 44 games. Do you think I should have did that, or that was a bad move?
I don't think it's a bad bet, but I got faith in my guys, man.
I don't know. It's just that it seems like they lose some dumb games. I mean, it's like, the game that they played against Dallas when they let Luka shoot the 3-pointer and they end up losing in overtime. The Boston game where they lost in overtime. There's games that I just can't understand them. Well, how they lose these games is just foreign to me.
Mm.
Katie, you got anything pissing you off?
No, but if the refs are really bad tomorrow, then I'm going to be pissed off. That's about it.
Yeah, well, I got one. Well, the refereeing in that one, oh gosh, what game was that everybody was talking about the referees?
For football or?
Yeah, football.
AFC Championship?
Yeah, that was them referees, they need to go back to school or something. One other thing that kind of pissed me off is that driving at night in a truck, my lights are on. Why do cars drive with no lights on? That's my question. Don't you know that it's dangerous as hell to drive with no lights on? You know, I mean, hell, I can run my truck right into you and say, hey, look, I didn't see you because guess what? You didn't have your damn lights on. That's kind of stupid, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's really stupid. All right, I'll tell you what. Police blotter. You guys got anything for the police blotter?
Nope. I don't have much of anything.
All right. Well, the only thing I got for the police blotter was this. Cam Thomas of the Brooklyn Nets, once again, made a very, very gay. He recited a gay slur. One of the things I want to say is that you can't disrespect a group of people. You cannot do anything to harm people. Your words are powerful, and believe me, I teach both of you guys to be respectful at all times. You know, my thing is this. You can't say anything that's going to offend anybody. Nowadays, you got to really watch what you say and really be on your P's and Q's about how you treat people and all. Am I right, guys?
Correct, sir.
Yeah. But, you know, like I said, you know, that was a $40,000 mistake. And he did go on Twitter and apologize. But I still say you shouldn't be doing it. So, you know, that was it. That's all I have on that. All right, I tell you what. Dante, you're going to be leaving us in a few minutes. But I wanted to ask you the one big question. Who do you have in the Super Bowl?
It's an easy answer, man. You know, they beat the team that I think a lot of people had a lot of faith in. That was the 49ers. The 49ers are the best defense in football, and they beat them pretty badly. They beat up the kid Brock Purdy early on, and you know, it was not a good game whatsoever. I think the Eagles win this game. I think the defense is really strong. The defensive line is really strong. But you know, you gotta give a lot of credit to the Eagles organization, Howard Roseman, everyone there. They have done a fantastic job of retooling this football team. A couple years ago, after the Super Bowl and the Doug Peterson situation where they let him go, it looked like it was a mess, and they wrote that ship pretty quickly. And it's very important because, again, I mentioned this a couple times, but it's very important to remember that you have two ways of building a football team. You either get, you know, elite quarterback or you have an elite team. And that's the thing I want the Raiders and the Raider fans to realize is this team, the Eagles, are going to the Super Bowl twice in like 5 years with two different quarterbacks. Three, technically, because Foles was a starter because Wentz was hurt. And Wentz was on his rookie contract. That rookie contract puts in a lot of work because it takes away all the roster and cap issues that you have when you have a superstar quarterback. Mm-hmm. Now, to be fair, the Chiefs, they're probably the best team in football. They have the best football player. They have Mahomes, and he's not a big deal, but his deal isn't one of those crazy quarterback deals that you hear of. And I don't like to say that he has a bad deal or good deal. I think whatever they're willing to pay you is what you're worth.
Exactly.
But I do think that Patrick Mahomes exceeds expectations every year, and he puts his team in a position to win every year, no matter if the team is just overtly great or subpar. He gives them an opportunity. Him by himself is, I'm going to win the division. I'm getting this into the playoffs by himself. The Eagles, they have a really good quarterback in Jalen Hurts, but it's very clear that he is playing to the level of football that can give you an opportunity to put a good football team together and try to make a run. So applaud the Eagles. Hayden Guru is a lifelong fan. Applaud him for telling us, hey, we have a good team. We have a good team. We have a good team. We're going to win. We're going to make the playoffs. So I'm picking the Eagles. I love what they did. I love how they handle all the controversies and situations that arise. Even Fletcher Cox. We thought Fletcher Cox was going to be gone. And now here he is back in the Super Bowl with the team that, many people thought he was going to be, he was out the door. Mm-hmm. And he's a big part of that defense. So I have to give, I know you don't like to hear.
No.
I'm giving them the flowers. I was wrong. I thought the Cowboys I thought were going to be better. Dak played poorly. He didn't play well enough. But, the Eagles are a very good football team. I think that they have the tools to win tomorrow. They have a very good defense. They're going to send a lot of pressure to Mahomes. I think it's going to be a very interesting game, but I do pick the Eagles. And like I said, I do wish that the Raiders, when they move forward with Derek Carr's situation, look at what the Eagles have done. 2 Super Bowls in 5 years is insane. And there's a chance that my brother is going to his 2nd Super Bowl parade. I've never been to one in my life. And there's a chance before he turns 18, he's going to go to 2. So again, it's very important. If you want to put a good football team together, you need to nail that quarterback position early on in that draft. And then you build a team around it. You say, oh, you know what? We can win. Let's go out and trade for A.J. Brown. Let's go out and get a Hassan Reddick. And let's go spend some money. And let's make a run for this thing. Hey, I think the Eagles have done a great job, and I'm going to pick them to win the Super Bowl.
All right. Well, you heard it right here, folks. Dante Guru, Raider fan, is going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl. Well, I know that you got to run, but I wanted to tell you that I appreciate you being on for, the time that you had. And, like I said, we're going into the second half, and we're definitely going to talk about the Super Bowl, and we're going to get some people on the line, and they're going to call in. But one other thing before you leave, NFL honors and the Hall of Fame, what do you think?
Only issue, and I guess, that might be something that pissed me off, but I kind of, he wasn't mad, but I wasn't mad either. I thought Josh Jacobs was the Offensive Player of the Year. I understand that Justin Jefferson was the more sexy pick. He was a sexier name. But Josh Jacobs had 2,000 yards rushing and receiving. We had more yards than Justin, and I believe he had more touchdowns than Justin. Justin was on the better team. He was the best player on his team. I agree 100%. But Josh Jacobs had a 2,000-yard season. And typically when running backs have these seasons, they usually win the Offensive Player of the Year award, at least. Exactly. So I was a little disappointed that he wasn't even given a vote for Offensive Player of the Year. He won the, I believe it's the Jim Brown Award. Yeah. It was a new award or something they're giving for the top rusher, but I mean, he should have gotten offensive. And they didn't even make him unanimous All-Pro. Shocking. He wasn't unanimous All-Pro.
He should have been. Should have been All-Pro.
I think there was like 3 guys that were unanimous. I think it was Kelsey. I can't think off the top of my head, but I think there was 3 people that were unanimous, and Josh Jacobs wasn't one of them. Yeah. And like I said, he was the only guy that had that 2,000-yard season. No one else did. He had 12 touchdowns. He had an amazing season. No one cared. Yeah. So again, I don't want to say it's a Raider bias thing, but I was a little disappointed about that. But I do think I like that they gave the trainer an MVP award. I thought MVP vote. I thought that was cool. That was really nice. The medical person that helped
DeMar Hamlin. Yeah.
So I thought that was nice, but I think that was the only issue I had. I think these writers could have given him a vote. Not giving him a vote and giving all these votes to Justin Jefferson, I thought was pretty poor. But yeah, that was my take on it.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, and like I said, we will definitely be talking a little bit later. Like I said, you can come on anytime, and I don't want to hold you up, but I appreciate you, and we will be talking to you soon. You want to say something, King Guru?
Take care, Dante.
You say he didn't hear you.
Oh, you didn't hear me?
No. Go ahead again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Caden Guru.
Take care, Dante Guru.
Appreciate you, man. Fly Eagles fly.
Fly Eagles fly.
All right, that's too much. All right, I tell you what, I'll talk to you soon, Dante, and we're going to take a break. Hold on a second, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back right after this, and hold on with us. This is episode 153 of the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. Here's the voice actress lady.
You're listening to the Guru Talking Sports Podcast.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. This is episode 153. And right now on the line, I have my main man, Dan, the scientist. He's back. Remember him from the first episode we did for the NFL? My man, Dan, what's going on?
What's up, Guru? How we all doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. I'm sorry that it's kind of late. I'm keeping you up and all. But I definitely wanted to get you in and, say hi to you. I want your thoughts on the Super Bowl, your predictions.
Well, after doing some looking around at it, listening to everybody here lately talking about it, it seems like it's going to come down to what everybody has said. It's going to be the pass rush of the Eagles. Can they get to Mahomes and keep him bottled up? And I do believe that they can do that because I can see Patrick Mahomes doing one of his crazy plays that he breaks out of the pocket and tries to make a stupid throw and succeeds in doing so, but he winds up hurting his ankle again. And I see that hampering him enough that the Eagles are going to come out on top. And you think the Eagles have got better talent all the way around. They've got better wide receivers compared to what Kansas City's DBs are. I mean, you got A.J. Brown, who is just a monster, who, as a matter of fact, came out of Ole Miss.
There you go.
He played here with us. You've got a better kicking game. You've got a better offensive line against the Chiefs' defensive line. And if you look back and think about it, the last 8 out of 10 Super Bowl winners had a better ranked NFL defense than what the opposing team's offense was.
Okay.
So, like last year, you think the Rams had the best defense in the league, and you look back at the Denver Broncos having the best defense in the league against the Seahawks, and the Seahawks against the Broncos that one year that the Seahawks won it with Russ. I think the Eagles are going to come out on top just because of their defense and the amount of playmakers that they have on the outside. I'm going to say 32-24.
32-24. Mark that down, Caden.
All right.
All right, Dan. Well, like I said, I didn't want to hold you up. I just wanted to get your opinion, and I really appreciate it. We're gonna have to come back on after the Super Bowl, and me and you sit down and talk and chat again like we did before. I really appreciate you coming on.
Oh yeah, man! You just call me anytime, and I'll jump on. Like you said, call me after the Super Bowl, and we'll just hang out and talk for a little while, get some baseball stuff going on or something.
There you go. Sounds great. All right, Dan. I'm gonna let you go, but like I said, I really appreciate your call, and I'll definitely be talking to you soon.
All right, dude. We'll holler at y'all later.
All right, man. Take care.
See you.
Late. All right, guys. That was the first person that we talked to. And like I said, I do have a couple other people I definitely want to talk to. But right now, I'm just going to roll with my phone calls and the people that talk to me. And, I just really appreciate, getting everybody's opinion. And that's what I wanted to do for the first time ever on this podcast. I wanted to make sure that everybody gets an opinion. Even Eagle fans. I'm going to invite Eagle fans to call in. Like I said, everybody in here has a voice. So I just wanted to, let you guys know that, this is what we do. All right. I tell you what, while I'm waiting for the next person to call, I'm definitely going to let you, Caden Guru, I got a question for you. What is very special about this team?
I feel like just the chemistry. I mean, I don't know if you follow them on social media, but it's always just like a new post about the team and like just like random stuff, and like I feel like that chemistry that they built only in like this season, because there's a lot of new additions for free agency, but I feel like that chemistry just brings this team together, and like that will to play. After the Giants win, Coach Sirianni, he was talking about like how it's like they play for each other, not for just play for the man next to you, and like I feel like that's the best mentality to have a winning team. I feel like that's the best thing about this team.
Yeah, you know, I joke around a lot about the Eagles, but you know, I do see camaraderie. That is one of the biggest things that teams should have. A lot of camaraderie means a lot of good things, and for the Eagles this year, it looks like they had a lot of good camaraderie. So, you know, like I said, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, like I said, they are a good team. They are a good team, but I don't know. It's something, I hate to say it, there's something that I don't see. Something I don't see. But, you know, like I said, that's my opinion. And I'm not an Eagle hater. And I want you guys to know out there, Philadelphia fans, I am not an Eagle hater. Believe me, I am not. But I want you guys to know that, you know, sometimes there are, you know, things that you see that might not be kind of apparent to someone else of what they see. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, I've seen a lot of different things in this football season to make me feel as though that, you know, there's something, you know, that might be a little bit of a turning point in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I tell you what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and we will wait for our next caller to call in, and we'll take a short break. This is episode 153 of the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. Voice actress lady is here. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Guru Talking Sports Podcast.
All right, guys, we're back. Guru Talkin Sports Podcast, episode 153, the Super Bowl Extravaganza. And right now on the line, I got another one of my good friends, my man, Rob, in the 3-2-1. He's down there in Florida. And them Gators chasing you again or what?
Yeah, the Gators aren't chasing me as bad as the Michigan defense was chasing around C.J. Stroud.
Ah, come on. That's past. Now, you know that you listeners out there, you guys know that he is the only Michigan person I will allow on this podcast. Now, I've done a lot of things like Michigan. I let Michigan fans on. The Guru is fair. He allows Eagle fans on. All right, well, go ahead, Rob. Talk what you got, bro. What do you have? Huh?
What do I got?
Yeah, what do you got?
I'm thinking, you know, for the Andy Reid Bowl, obviously, it's probably been already said, Andy Reid coached the Eagles, and now he's coaching the Chiefs. I kind of like, I can't, everybody knows I can't stand Brittany Mahomes. Because she's just a loudmouth, obnoxious sports wife who doesn't know her role. At least his brother did. His brother kept his mouth shut, stopped doing idiotic TikToks on the sideline. You know, it's like, hey, let me do this chicken dance here. You know, have 1 million followers. Congratulations to you. So, I just gotta think, man, the Eagles are gonna take it. They were the best team all year. Nick Sirianni, who was unprepared for his interview, has got his stuff together. I'm sorry, but Andy Reid is going to have another disappointing season come to an end.
Oh,
This season was good, but I think he's going to have another disappointing season. Dude, I'm telling you, I have a tweet waiting to be sent with the Eagles, if and when the Eagles win. I'm just going to basically, it's basically to rub it into Britain. You know.
uh-oh.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's going to be a good one.
All right. I'll tell you what, do you have a final score for me?
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to say maybe like 41-35.
41-35 Eagles.
Yeah.
All right, I got you written down, but I tell you, man, I just really appreciate you just coming in. Definitely. It's like
Jalen Hurts will be the MVP.
Huh?
He's going to be Jalen Hurts will be the MVP, and he will have the better career out of all three current Alabama quarterbacks that are in the NFL right now.
Whoa, Tua, Jones, and Hurts.
Baby Jones.
So you say he'll have a better career than Tua?
Oh yeah, Tua will never get to a Super Bowl. Mac Jones will never get to a Super Bowl. Won't happen.
Well, yeah.
And I'm telling you, and I said to you before, I think I said, would we be talking about Tua if he did not complete that pass in that national championship game against Georgia? Because that ball went over Devontae Smith's hands and Georgia won the game. They wouldn't be talking about Tua the way they are.
Yeah,
No way.
You're right.
Not a chance.
You're right. All right, so I got you down for the Eagles, man. So what else is new? What's going on with you?
It's just the same old different day. It's beautiful. The weather's starting to get a lot warmer. We had our winter back in December. It got cold. It was getting down to like 30 in the 30s, mid 30s. Finally starting to get a little bit warmer. You and I talk every now and then. I give you a call, I shoot you a text, and like, you up? And I think we're the only guys that are up working at 4:20 in the morning.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I just want to tell you that I always appreciate those phone calls in the morning.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
That you pick up, and I'm sure that it helps you start your day, hopefully, and then we can prepare for the shenanigans from the BA show.
Yeah, I really thought that they was going to bring the donkey in. I thought that was going to be like the kicker. I would have parked and laughed for the longest time.
I mean, they already had there would have been two jackasses in the studio. It would have been Shawnee, and it would have been the real jackass.
Oh my gosh!
But the funny thing is, I really was hoping that they would not have gotten the studio back together, so they could have just talked, and they would have just taken tweets and gone to no breaks and whatever. Because what are you gonna do? There was an episode. I'll just make this real quick, and then I'll let you go. I was listening one time where Katie Linenbell was coming in, and the lights went out, so DA had to call with his own credit card to get the lights turned back on for some reason. And I said to him, I said, I hope they reimbursed you.
Oh my gosh, that was one of the classic moments I missed.
That was in 2019.
2019, yeah. I've basically been around the show for about since 2015, but like I said, it's been off and on. But it probably when they were during the middays.
Yes, that was 9 to 12. That's when like everybody in the group participated because everyone was on that was early time for them.
Yeah. See,
because that's how I ended my day, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. It's like me. I caught a little bit of the overnight, and like I said, around about maybe 5:30, I would always catch them, and I was like, man, this is a pretty good show. I just, like I said, 5:30, I would catch them, and 6 o'clock, I would actually be at work. So, that was the only times I would be, would be able to catch them.
I used to listen to Raz and the Moose.
I never listened. I usually
the only one I think on the show that listens to DA religiously actually called and got through to Taz.
Yeah, well, I used. No, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was going to say I used to listen to John Feinstein all the time. Feinstein, I thought, was really interesting.
I don't think I ever remember listening to him.
Yeah, well, like I said, 10 years of the DA show and them being on the air for 10 years is really remarkable because, there's a lot of shows that come and go, and like I said, you never know. There was a show where this one guy was on, and then next thing you know, the next day, I was like ready to listen to him, and they pulled him off the air, So you never know in radio.
No, I was always a big Mike and Mike guy.
Mike and Mike was pretty cool. I really liked them. Now I'm basically listening to, like after a little bit after Rome, I listened to a little bit of Carden and Roberts on the Fan, and they're pretty good. Actually, they have a jersey drive that they're giving away, the Fan jersey, if you bring in your Kyrie or Kevin Durant jersey.
I'm sure Sean will be first in line.
I will be second because I got a Kevin Durant. I got both, and one of them I just blocked out his name. The number 11 still stands, but you know who that is. So, all right, Rob. Well, Kyrie Irving. If you heard me the other day, I was just really frustrated. But did you hear what Sean said at the end?
No.
He said, it sounded like you got to make a turn pretty quick. Did you hear his signal in the background?
I did not.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. All right, my man. Well, like I said, Rob, I really appreciate you calling in. And definitely be back soon. We'll, definitely have you back on for baseball. And like I said, a lot of downtime during, like after football. So, after the Super Bowl, we're going to have some downtime.
Oh, yeah.
We
better go back to Mothership at the movies.
Yeah, either that or definitely had to talk about some college basketball, right?
When the tournament starts.
Yeah, conference tournaments and all that stuff. So, all right, my man, Rob in the 321. I really, really appreciate you. And thank you for, your time.
Hey, you're welcome. I'm going to head to bed now.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Yeah, good night, man.
All right. You guys take it easy. Say good night, Kaden.
Good night.
Good night, man. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh, gosh. All right. Later on.
See you, man.
All right, guys. You guys know that like I said, I joke around with the Eagles, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this. I'm sorry that we didn't have a few more callers to call in, but Kaden Guru, I'm going to give Mike to you for right now. Your prediction and final score.
I'm going to say the final score is going to be 34-31 Eagles. They're going to win by field goal. I feel like it's going to be a close game.
You're going 34-31 Eagles. Dan went the same way, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure. Somewhere around there.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm going to have the last word on this one. Now, Dante made a good point about the Eagles and what they're going to do. My point of view is this. I think that Patrick Mahomes, and for the last time that he went to the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay had a really, really good defense. And the problem with the Kansas City Chiefs was that their offensive line had a lot of problems. And another thing, too, is that I think they were kind of unfocused because of the Andy Reid's son, Brett Brett Reed. Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Brett Reed. And I think what they kind of lost focus on what was going on. Now, I heard a few things about how the Chiefs have been sick this week because of that stomach virus or so been going on. But, you know, some of these guys are going to definitely play. This is the biggest game of their careers, and I think that they definitely going to try to play through it. Philadelphia has the best pass rush. They have the best offense. But 39 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, is a lot. Kansas City is pretty good at the defensive.
Their front is really good.
Their defensive front is good, and they are able to stop the run. A.J. Brown has been solid, but he's been okay. I think that, you know, you heard the rumblings about how he didn't get a lot of touches, and, you know, he just felt like kind of like out of place. If Jalen Hurts can make plays and basically neutralize the Kansas City defense, they should be able to win. Kansas City's defense is a lot better. You know, a couple years ago they had a defense where they were giving up a lot of points and wasn't stopping anyone. I think in this game that they will basically show up a little bit more. And like I said, the Eagles, if they can just run the ball and go for it on fourth downs and everything, and if Kansas City can stop them, I think that might be a problem. Kansas City plays some tough teams. Cincinnati, Jacksonville, which wasn't a really pushover, and Philadelphia had a couple teams that they played where they blew out the Giants, a good Giants team that made the playoffs, and then they beat up on a San Francisco team that didn't have a quarterback. This is not going to be a close. I mean, this is going to be a close game. This is not going to be a blowout. I hate to say this, Eagle fans, but I think you're going to come up a little bit short. I think Kansas City will, with Buckner, will kick a game-winning field goal, and it'll be 17-10 or 17. It can't be 17-10.
17-14?
17-14. It can't be 17-10, could it? With a game-winning field goal. I know Guru's like doesn't remember stuff that well. But anyway, I think it's going to be a 17-14 game. I hate to say this, but I did play the over. I'm kind of nervous right now because I did play the over. But I did take Philadelphia. I took Philadelphia in one of my bet naps. I think that one was Bet MGM. And I did take Kansas City in the Caesars app. So either way, I might win or lose or win. But the Guru's always right. So I'm going to probably go with Kansas City winning 17-14. I hate to say this, but I got a feeling. I'm not going to put the Hexy Poo on Philadelphia. Kaden Guru is sitting up here laughing at me right now. I'm not going to say Hexy Poo, Hex on you or whatever. But anyway, I think that Philadelphia had a very, very good season. But like Kansas City knows how to win. I think with Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, they should be able to get their second championship in the last, 3 years? Second championship in the last 3 years. All right, that's the last word. Guys, I want to thank Dan. I want to thank Rob. I want to thank Dante Guru. I want to thank Caden Guru, and like I said, all the team, all the people that have been a part of this podcast. I just want to say thank you. This Super Bowl is a very, very big, special event. And like I said, I want to make sure that, you guys enjoy this because, like I said, this is something that we never did before. Talk Super Bowl, and then we had people call in as guests. But like I said, the other guests, I'm going to get to them. I'm definitely going to bring them back in. Probably next week, we'll talk probably a little bit more about the Super Bowl. I was thinking maybe of going live on the Spreaker app right after the Super Bowl to congratulate either the Philadelphia Eagles or the Kansas City Chiefs. And like I said, as I was teasing Katie Guru earlier, I said, look, you're going to be here with me so I can console you if...
I told the Guru this. I said, I'm going to cry either way. If my team wins, I cried in 2018 when they won.
Don't say that. They're not going to cry.
If they lose, I might shed a tear. But it's going to be okay because I'm going to get to see my team play at the biggest stage and the biggest game as a fan, as a lifelong fan. And I'm going to see them try to win another one in my lifetime. And that's just a great blessing and a great thing. And, yeah.
Well, it's all good. Well, like I said, I'm here for you. I'm here for you right now. I'm like I said, I'll console you. And like I said, we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. Oh man. Like I said, I just give me 1 second. Guys, I'm getting a text here, and like I said, I just definitely want to, thank everybody for this because this is very special. This is very, 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 great podcast. You got a great host. You got great cohorts of people that are on here, but definitely I appreciate you guys out there. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a little break right now, and I'll come back with the particulars. This is the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. I know I was going to end this, but I want to take a quick break right quick, and I'll be right back. Be right back. Just hang tight. Episode 153 of the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. This is it. Hold on a sec.
You're listening to the Guru Talking Sports Podcast.
Alright guys, welcome back. This is it. This is the final segment of the Guru Talking Sports Podcast. I want to say thank you to all the people that called in. And some of the other people that didn't call in, I'm definitely going to, try to get back with you guys. And we'll definitely sit down and talk about the Super Bowl next week. Or I might, like I said, I might be on live after the Super Bowl. So, pick up the Spreaker app and check me out on that. All right, I want to say you can find me at The Guru of Sports Show on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. My Facebook page is Guru's Briscoe, and I'm at Guru's Daily Shorts. On IG, the IG account is called Guru Talkin Sports _podcast. The Twitter account is MACKGTS _BB39. Alright, You can find us on Spreaker, Spotify, Podchasers, iTunes, iHeartRadio, anywhere you get your podcasts. We're there. Like I said, what I usually listen to is the podcast app, and you can go in, search the Guru Talking Sports Podcast, and you can find it. When you find it, download, subscribe to it, like it, and let us know how we're doing. Either way, good, bad, or indifferent. I know that most of you will probably say bad because the Guru doesn't remember stuff, or, like I said, any comment is a good comment, or a bad comment. It doesn't matter. Like I told you before, I want to give big props and the shouts to Miss Mary Mack, the Mary Mack Show on Grief. And like I told you before, early in the podcast, go to www.marymack.info for more information on her, all the things that she does. Because like I said, hey, we all struggle at times and we all need some help. And her website and what she offers is very, very good for everyone. Okay. Jeff Duarte, Cali Sports News. I appreciate you. Good to hear from you. And like I said, we'll keep in touch. The Young GM podcast, you got to listen to that one. My cousin Curtis and his grandson Jarrett, we appreciate you. My baseball insider is Mr. Dave May Jr. Dave's going to drop by on tomorrow and we'll chat for a little bit. So, it's good to see him. My main man, Mr. Danny Rivera, appreciate you, and it's coming pretty soon. We definitely, like I said, we got some hoodies that we gave away a couple hoodies, and all the crew, including Caden Guru, got one.
Yeah, I finally gave in, and I got one, and it's really nice. So.
Yeah, well, like I said, I told you, everybody, and, it was, I know you was joking around when you said, I'm good, so, but like I said, everybody in the crew gets one because, like I said, we want to, promote it and, put it out there, like I said, my brand is, hey, check it out, you might like it, it might be pretty cool. But after hoodie season, it comes t-shirt season, and I know that we'll probably be making a couple dozen or, how many t-shirts as we can. So, get them while you can. Check out the Facebook page as well, because like I said, you'll see the hoodie on there. And if you like it, just let me know. Like I said, some of the free ones are almost gone, but we'll definitely get you one if you want one. All right, so appreciate you, Caden Guru, for jumping in and being here. Do I have to pay you for this?
Nah, you're good.
No, you're always getting taken care of anyway. Ray Guru is the show technical advisor and musical director. Appreciate you. Dante Guru, appreciate you coming on. Love you, my man. And we'll be talking soon, even though you're rooting for the Eagle. Cousin Aaron, rest in peace. Like I said, every time I mention this is that we have the chair sitting here for him in his memory. Our motto is saying this has been a Black Goat production for Black Goat Sports. Copyright 2023, all rights reserved. We don't hate, we congratulate, we always create. And we don't steal from anybody. And we always making stupid raps, right?
Correct.
Just silly raps. Anyway, use the hashtag Guru Talking Sports and the hashtag Big Props. All right, guys, we're out of here. And this has been a great show. I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl tomorrow. And with Caden Guru, Ms. Guru, and the two doggies, they will be dressed in red. Yes, they will be dressed in red. Yes, indeed. They're getting dressed in red. All right, so the Hey song is coming up here pretty soon. And there you go. Hey, there it is. It's about that time. We got to wrap this thing. like I said before, we appreciate you. Come back next week and enjoy the rest of your sports weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Probably see you tomorrow night around maybe midnight or so. We'll do something. You guys be careful. Stay safe. Take it easy. We'll see you soon.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Get out of here. Katie Guru, I love you, man. I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time, but we appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. And please, like I said, be safe out there. We want you to be back here next week so you can enjoy the Guru Talkin Sports podcast. Guys, be safe. Enjoy the show. Talk to you later. Later.